Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I want to start by saying thank you for the subscribers, thank you for the love, thank you for the views. Just thank you. Want to start by saying that today I saw a video from Jada Pinkett Smith, where she talks about her first heartbreak. So I guess I didn't have anything to talk about for today, so I'll just go ahead and talk about my first heartbreak. So my first heartbreak was not having my father in my life for such a long period of time, for whatever the case may be. I felt that growing up, every little girl missed her dad. I felt like I needed my dad to basically show me how a man is supposed to treat a woman. I needed my dad to comfort me when the kids were basically in school bullying me. I needed my dad for a lot of things. And I didn't have my dad until I turned 23. That's when I first met him face to face for the first time that I could remember. And the meeting didn't go so great due to the fact that I had a lot of anger, a lot of animosity, a lot of questions, because of course for those years that I didn't have him, I had my mom and my grandmother. So I guess my mom and my grandmother, not I guess, my mom and my grandmother made it a point to always talk bad about him. So of course I had to go along with what they said, what they've been telling me this whole time. And I'm not going to go into details because I'm pretty sure that for those of you that don't have a dad and your mom or your family makes it a point to always talk bad about them, you already know what they say. I did talk to my dad over the phone a couple of times growing up, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same as to having him there to for hugs, for talks, all of that stuff. When I first met him, the first thing that I said to him was, if I didn't meet you then, I'm not going to meet you now. Which, of course it was anger. It was a lot of mixed emotions. Happy to see him, but upset that it took this long for me to meet him, or for me to, just basically it took very long for the meeting to happen. In my head, I believe that he should have fought harder. In my head, I believe that he should have never given up on me. In my head, at that moment, couldn't nothing be bigger than being there for your daughter, just fighting for me. And I didn't see that. And since I didn't see that, I wasn't very happy with him. I met my brothers. He used to come to my house. We used to chill and talk and stuff like that. But still, I didn't feel comfortable letting him into my world. I didn't feel that I should trust him because I was scared that he was going to leave again. And I was scared that he was going to disappear and never come back. But this time, the one that disappeared from his life for a long time was me. Because I felt that since I didn't grow up with him, he wasn't a big part of my life. And it was okay. I was okay with him not being there. I called him one day and I said, I'm sorry, for not being there. I'm sorry for not, having you in my life. I'm sorry for not staying in your life after I met you. And then I also said to him, but I'm mad, I'm upset, I'm angry at you because I needed you. I needed you there. I needed you to tell me that it was going to be okay. I needed you there to hold me and tell me that life was cruel, but I was strong. I needed you to be there and tell me I was beautiful. Um, and he felt bad. He felt really bad. I mean, I think he hasn't gotten over the fact that he was never there. So most of the time that I see him, he always apologizes or says, I'm sorry if I ever did anything wrong to you. Um, um, it was hard. And it still is hard to keep in contact with him and talk to him um, about anything and everything. It's hard because, I don't know, the way that I can explain it is that I've always had my mom and I've always had my brothers from my mom's side, and him coming into my life, it was more of, okay, you're there, but since I didn't grow up with you, it's like not important for me to call you. Like, that's how, I don't know, I might be wrong, but that's how I felt before. I can honestly say I've had two heartbreaks. The first one was my dad, and the second one was my son's father. My son's father, my first son's father, I was with him for a long, long, long time, and like 12 years roughly. And I trusted this man. I'm telling you, I trusted him with everything. I will never, ever, ever, ever believe that he would cheat on me or do anything to hurt me. So when he actually cheated, I couldn't believe it until he actually said it to me. Yes, yes, I did. I want to say that was my second letdown from a man. And at this point, trusting a man was very hard. Very, very, very hard. You know, the way that I got over that second heartbreak was, at first I thought it was going out, having fun, going to the clubs and stuff like that, but that actually created a bigger hole. I want to say that in all of the humongous letdowns in my life, the only person that have actually been there and see me through it and wipe my tears is God. He's the only one. He's the only one that have actually held my hand through all of my pains and sorrows. And I had to, like, start to believe in myself. So when I met my husband now, it was very hard for me to trust him. And I can honestly say that sometimes it is a little bit, only because I've suffered so many letdown from men that it was difficult for me to trust him. I love him. I loved him, and I've been with him for 4 years. So, but it's like that little thing. I don't know how to explain it, but those of you that have been let down and it's hard for you to trust, you understand where I'm coming from. It's just hard to explain that oh man, like scared to be hurt again, like that scare that hunts you for the rest of your life, you know. And but now I'm in a good place. Now I'm in a good place where I can honestly say that me and my dad have a fair relationship. My son's father and I have no relationship. Me and my husband have a really good relationship, I can say. Really good relationship. I mean, we have our ups and downs like any marriage. We have our arguments, our disagreements, but we find a way to fix it. We find a way to fix it and get back on track. And it's just a learning experience. You have to listen to your, not your heart. Don't listen to your heart. Most of the time, your heart will tell you to do things that are just ridiculous. You gotta think. Sit down in a quiet place. Think, is this good for me? Should I stay here? Am I in a good place mentally, emotionally? Let go of those things that put a burden in your heart. Let go of those things that make you feel worthless. You have to let them go. In order to move forward, you have to let go of the things that hurt you. You have to. You have to, because if not, you're not gonna have a life. You're not gonna have a life. You're always gonna be mad at the world, mad at everybody. You will never be happy. In order to live, you have to let go. In order to be happy, you have to let go. In order to love and trust, you have to let go. It's not easy, it's a work in progress, but you have to. That's the only way that you're going to be able to survive. That's the only way that you will be able to have some kind of sanity in your life. It's the only way. It's the way that I did it. And trust in God. I mean, if you don't believe in God, I understand. Whatever gets you through life in a peaceful and makes you understand life, choose that. Choose love. Thank you. Until next time, make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to hear. Until next time, have a good one. Thank you, Jesus, for today. Thank you.